Hi, it's Tsunami, and I think I'm sick, but whatever. I'm here to talk to you today about a video that we're going to watch together. So really, we're going to watch a video together. Alright, this video is from the Fallen State. It includes two of the dumbest humans in the world. Very dumb people. John Zerka and Jesse Lee Peterson. Now, I talked about John Zerka once on this channel. There's nothing really more to say. He fell from his grace when he did the same thing he did last time. He got clout, a lot of clout, that he burned all of his bridges because he's a cokehead. That's literally it. This nigga's a cokehead and he's an edgy loser. Jesse Lee Peterson is also an edgy loser, but he doesn't do coke, I don't think. So he's more grounded in reality, because his reality is dog shit, essentially. He's a racist, Uncle Ruckus looking motherfucker. He actually is like Uncle Ruckus, and he always used to say, "Oh, I'm black, I'm dumb, and I'm slow." They're both racist, so this should make for a very unintelligible conversation. And let's just go through it and comment. But please like, subscribe to the video, and get me to 500. Let's keep going. Alright, let's get started. Also, we drinking. There's no way we can watch this and not drink. Fuck a promo, nigga. Look how dumb he looks. Who wears a bathrobe outside? Just because it's Gucci or Versace, it's like you're not that guy.
I'm the man.
Like, what the fuck was this?
Everyone in Miami likes Donald Trump.
Really?
I would walk around the street screaming MAGA. Everyone gets happy. Here, if you do it, they're traumatized, these gay liberals.
Yeah, yeah. I was told that because we were going to move to Florida, and we might still do it, move to Florida one time, and they said Miami was like a Los Angeles city. It's becoming real liberal.
They're lying.
They are? Yeah. Amazing. So, John, what's important to you?
Cool.
Jesus is king, and that's it.
And what does that mean, Jesus is king?
That means when we peaked at 100,000 viewers and everyone plugged in their programs, I have a dating course. I could have made a bunch of money at the peak viewership on Rumble when we peaked. But I just said Jesus is king because I'm not here for money. Every other Christian channel is grifting. You can be gay and Christian, and they do all this stuff. They're doing it for money.
Right.
When we were talking earlier, you said Nick and I should run for office, right?
Yeah.
Nick, you, me are the last three masculine channels.
And by the way, when he says Nick, I talk about Nick Fuentes, a very known white right winger, who's very, what's the word I'm looking for? White nationalist and hates everybody, even though his last name is Fuentes, but he looks white as hell. So they mean that Nick Fuentes.
Online? Isn't that kind of sad? There's no one else?
No, it is.
And so we have to sit down. You had Vosh, Destiny, and Hassan Piker, the three homosexuals, the trinity of homosexuality. You had them here, and we got to talk to them all day. And they try and call us radicals because we say we don't want to get our dicks cut off. Is it radical to not want your penis cut off? Or your son to go on hormone blockers at 15?
Do you think that if men were to protect their children from that, because I've noticed that men are not leading their wives now. And so it's mostly the mothers who are like, because of their emotional state, they are for that. Do you think if the men were the head of their wives that would be happening?
Yes, but again, you look at Andrew Tate and all these right-wing kind of like operatives that help us, they say dumb shit like women have their role and are good at some things, and men have their role and they're good at other things. That's not true, Jesse. Women suck at everything.
You see, let's just hear him out.
The greatest chefs are men. Gordon Ramsay. If you get shot by a bullet, you don't want a female nurse to drag you. She can't pick us up. Yeah. We want a man. So if you're gonna lead by absolute authority, not this, honey, you listen to me, so I'll buy you something. No.
What? Why? Why? What's the problem with being fair? Back and forth. Yeah, there's some things that men can do, and there's some things that women can do. So why can't we just cohabilitate? Why can't we be together and work together? Is that so hard? Why is one have to be the authority over the other? Why can't we mesh? Aren't we the melting pot? Isn't this what America is supposed to be about? So the fact that we are all fucking together, you know, you got people can't speak English, you got people who are genocidal, you got people who are with all these different views and shit, but somehow everyone still somehow makes it together. I mean, I guess now with all the shootings that happened like a few years ago, but all I'm saying is, wouldn't you rather be together in peace and harmony than try to create this chaos by being the ultimate figure? Just saying, make life easy.
It's either 100% masculine rule or nothing.
Loser.
And so what happened to the men that they became so weak?
You said it best. First of all, everyone agrees, even atheists, that we're born in a fallen state, right? Yeah. We're born to sin.
Yeah.
We adopt feminine traits. That's why these women walk all over us, right? When you adopt the spirit of your mother, you talk about.
Right.
I mean, you can see that when Hassan Piker and Destiny talk, the gynecomastia, the prolactate is shooting out their nipples. They're growing mammary glands. You can see the feminine energy. And here's the weird thing. I hate bragging about getting women because that's like getting, you know, fooling an idiot. Like, it's the easiest thing on earth. But the most toxic masculine channel, me, the most banned channel from Twitch, YouTube, all that. And now I'm back. And I got every single girl at every single convention. While the guys were Hassan Piker, they're all good-looking guys. They all had way more followers, way more status and influence, but the girls follow them toxic masculine. Why? Because women want it, and men, we crave it the most.
Okay, well, the only thing I want to say is that that toxicity shit, yeah. I enjoy it. I'm a little toxic myself. I get it. What he's saying, I don't like how he speaks in absolutes. That's the biggest issue and your biggest marker when you want to look for people that you can't trust. Niggas that speak in absolutes. Because one, the only absolutes that exist are death and taxes. Two, what makes you so certain that what you're saying is 100% factual? Doesn't need to be checked. Like, you're speaking out your ass. Whether it's confidence or false bravado, who knows? But it's dangerous. And that's why Zerka is a dangerous nigga. Because his rhetoric is dangerous. But he's likable. He's not wrong when he says that people fucking follow him, sure. But to say that he got every single girl versus Hassan Piker, big name. Destiny, big name. Who can get girls on their own in a different spectrum, different world. But why is he using just this one specific example to exemplify and clarify his point?
And so now that you're getting the attraction of all these women and they'll start to follow you and listen to you, are they changing? Is that helping them in any way?
Yeah, so I went viral because one of them said in the first few days of dating me, I get all the passwords. If I start dating a girl, I have all your social media passwords, right? You can still make me some money. You can be on social media right now. I just met you, you're a stranger. But I get all the passwords, and then she said, hey, do you want me to delete my OnlyFans, where she posts her lingerie pictures and all that satanic stuff?
Right.
And people were shocked. They're like, oh my God, you can change these girls. Yes, if you are a high status masculine guy, they will stop being whores, Jesse. You can change them.
And so they're changing from what to what?
From whore to less whore.
But they're still a whore, they're just less whore?
Like from, you know, remember the slut and slut maker?
Right.
This is slut to reformed slut. Because remember, anyone can be saved.
Right.
Jesus can save anyone.
That's right. But women are in a fallen state, and they're like that because, as you said earlier, they're born into the fallen state through the mother, and the father is supposed to help them overcome. But fathers are not doing that. So do you see women doing your work? Do you see women becoming more of the nature of God than that of the devil?
Definitely after meeting me, they become like a lot better. But the problem is I grew up in this beast system, so I do have sex with them. I'm tempted, I fall too.
Right.
So that's the only problem. But if we get past that, if we get me married, yes, I can convert a bunch of women, but it's exhausting, Jesse. It's like one guy has to do this. If there's 10 of me, we could influence 10 million easily.
So then why can't you influence 1 million? You keep fucking complaining about it. You can easily influence 1 million then. Or stop fucking these whores. Because Jesse, I know you're naive and you're black and you're dumb, right? That's your motto. But this nigga doesn't. He just fucks these whores. He just has sex with them. That's it. He's not saving. He's trying to save his dick from chlamydia.
But this is like exhausting. It's like I have to date 500 women to bring
What?
them to Christ. Can we have a few more channels like me?
You don't have to date them. You don't have to date them. You don't have to date them. You don't have to date them.
Helping me out? Like what the f?
Do you plan to get married one day and
No.
start your own family?
You're gonna hate me when I say this. And,
He's gonna say no.
you know, like, pardon my French, it feels like blasphemy, but the one thing I have more faith in than God is women never facing their stupidity. They are so 80% of marketing and media targets the credit card holder, which is the women.
Right.
Since toddlers, they're brainwashed to be sluts. I feel like we don't have a fighting chance. So a lot of
I don't understand though. I have a credit card. I hold a credit card. Sure, if I'm with somebody and they want to do shit, okay, they can do it for the household. But if I want something, I can use my money. Right? I need a new chair. I need a new chair.
these guys say, go to Colombia, go here, go. I got to go over the wall to find a wife, right? So I'm thinking to myself, if I answer this, yeah, I do want to be married, but is it realistic? Right? If I get married, is she a virgin? Because I'm giving her security, financial security, physical security, a beautiful 6'5" Albanian man.
And also, I don't understand. What's this whole point about wanting a virgin? I never understood that with these red pill fucks. I want a virgin. I want a girl who hasn't been ran through by a million niggas, even though you shouldn't be thinking about other niggas anyway. But I can fuck 500 girls, and my key is still gonna work. Which is my dick. It's still gonna work. It's still gonna be pristine. Like, I don't understand. A key, like, here's what they like to say. They like to say this shit. A key that can open any lock is a master key. But a lock that can be opened by any key is a shitty lock. Fair. Okay, you can say that. But that master key is gonna get worn out. Do you understand? That master key has to literally change every single time to open every single key. Oh, no, it just has the one combo. No, that's literally impossible. If you know how locks work and keys, it's literally impossible. It must be a malleable key, which means that key is either very good at wearing sheep clothing, an excellent shapeshifter, or a fake fuck. So you can say a lot of shit about a master key as well. And how special is a master key that can open every single lock? How special is that key? If every single fucking key thinks that they are a master key. How special is that fucking key? To me, that key means nothing. I would prefer to be the key that only opens one lock. Or a few locks. That has a real circle around me. Like, you know, that fence with like all those fucking locks that you have on it? I want to be that fence that has the locks that I give a shit about locked onto me. So, that's just me.
She's getting everything. I'm getting a woman that someone ejaculated inside of. Like, she's not even a virgin, Jesse. Should I be marrying a non-virgin? Is that fair to someone like Brad Pitt has to marry a non-virgin?
He has to marry someone that he fucking loves. Very simple.
I think I'll kill myself.
But we need men to be right so that they can be right. And so if they don't have that growing up and when they're young ladies and then they meet someone that really want to help them overcome, how would the women in America change if men like you don't help them, show them how to do it?
Look, yeah, you see, Jesse really came out with a good question. How are you going to lead these women if a man like you fucking complaining about these women, saying all this shit? How are you going to lead them if all you're going to do is fuck them? That's actually, yo, Jesse, not a bad question.
It's blackpilling, I know. But don't you believe there's psychic distrust? As soon as we start dating a girl, in the back of our psyche, we're thinking someone had sex with her already. So
okay, I'm not. I'm. Hey, if you're a guy, and you're with somebody, are you thinking about the last person they had sex with? or if they're currently having sex with. I'm thinking about being that nigga that's gonna have sex with them. And then if I want to be the last nigga, the only nigga, then I'll make steps and moves to be that guy. But if not, then who cares about the last nigga? I just want to be a nigga. Honestly. So, I'm not thinking about that. Especially if I'm in a relationship, I'm not thinking about that. I'm experienced. The girl I'm going to be with is experienced. And then we just go on from there. Sharing life experiences. That's what you do when you actually want to give a shit about somebody. You share life experiences. Just saying.
There's already distrust from the beginning, from the honeymoon phase when we're having fun.
Right.
So I don't want to say like I've given up, but I want a Christian theocratic nation to fix this, because if everyone was promised a virgin, you know, we would go skipping to work. We'd be building 10 bridges a day. And people are like, you're attracted physically to a hymen. I'm not attracted to a virgin physically. I'm saying I want the trust that if I date right now my girlfriend, she's 18, I'm 29. So I guess I'm a pedophile, right? But
no,
it's so
you
much
are,
better
but no.
knowing that, you know, I had a virgin. Now, I'm not saying I'm marrying her. This girl's got serious flaws. But if everyone in America was dating virgins, we would fix all the world's problems, because every problem on earth comes from the will of God is masculine.
Let me tell you why this guy is actually a dumb idiot. Let me tell you why I'm so close to saying the R word, but I'm not going to say it. If you have to have sex one time to not be a virgin. Just one time. We all know that. Just the one time. So this girl, let's just use your own girl as an example. This girl that you said that you're not going to marry, so you're not going to save her, you're not going to help her, blah, 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 blah. This one girl, you've already deflowered her, so she's no longer a virgin. When she's done with you, or you're done with her, I'm assuming, she's going to go out into the world, and now she's damaged goods. She may be young, but that's it. Now she's not a virgin. So your whole plan for everyone to date virgins is going to leave people who aren't compatible distraught and left out, I guess, in the dirt, in the street. What are those women going to do? Are those women damaged beyond belief because they had just one guy to flower them? One high value man? One high status value man? Is that what's going to be the norm for you? Like, I don't understand. But the guy can fuck a million hoes, and that nigga's God, essentially. It's like, bruh, shut the fuck up. How much money you had to acquire just to become a man that can fuck many women? Why can't you just acquire that money and then that's it? Why you have to flaunt it? Why you gotta flex it? Why you gotta do it for people who don't give a fuck about you, but they really just give a fuck about your dead presidents? Like, come on, man.
But what about the will of the devil? It's feminine,
Right.
correct?
Absolutely.
What?
So
Is it?
women,
What?
single mothers, you talk about this, if they have an 80% chance their kids grow up to be shooters, criminals, drug dealers. I was a drug dealer, but I didn't come from a single mom, right? So I'd fucked it up all by myself. But single mothers are 95% of the problem on earth. Because to be a single mother is just a synonym for the biggest loser on earth, right?
Yeah,
You're a fucking loser. Single moms contribute to all the chaos on earth. That's exactly where the devil is, in the ovary.
But what I don't...
And before Jesse stumbles with this question, I don't understand that either. Look, you can assume, this is what they probably assume. With single mothers, you know, they have to be the masculine one, so they can't really be the feminine one, so there's no emotional stability that comes with the human, or the child. Can't the same thing be said with a single father who doesn't have said traits to even be feminine? So they won't be emotionally compatible anyway? So is that going to make you a better person versus with the mom? Being a single parent is just tough in general. And being in that household, whether a single dad or a single mom, depending on your situation, is always going to be rough. Always. So to say that, that's crazy. But let's see what Jesse has to say.
And you're right that the women are born into the earth through the father's, into the father's state. But if men don't show them how to get right, because they don't know if someone don't tell them and show them right, and you are meeting a lot of women and you're a Christian, if you don't start showing them the right way or treating them that way, how would they get better?
Yep. How?
as you said, it's hard to find a virgin woman nowadays.
It's simple. Get the fuck out of the workforce and no education for them. Because let's be honest, they're finishing all these degrees, but they are like, what is it, like 90% of the debt in the US? How the fuck are they finishing all this college? And the reason our nation is in debt is because of these dumb bitches. Like, it's so obvious. We're stuck in a group project with some of these people have up syndrome. Like, we're stuck in a group project with women failing for thousands of years. Plato, Aristotle, Schopenhauer, Nietzsche, they all came to the conclusion that women need to f off so they benefit from f***ing off. We're stuck in a group project with f***ing idiots, and the whole world, as the purchasing power increased, we all have iPhones and cars, highest anxiety, depression, and despair we've ever seen. Now people are killing themselves in their Ferraris. What?
Okay, because one, money doesn't solve everyone's fucking issues, you stupid idiot. And two, oh my god. You see how he's not even answering the fucking question? Jesse is surprisingly asking you something logical. How are you going to help them if you are not going to teach them? But he's saying, well, they're just fucked from the beginning because they're women. That's the same thing slave owners said to black people. Because they were just born different. Like, fuck out of here, bro. I'm not going to last the whole hour and a half. This is some bullshit. This is unintelligible. Oh, jeez. All right, we're going to have to skip around. I can't watch this.
Fluffing a pillow.
Like 90 plus minutes? Fuck out of here.
Snacks and they're always they're always worrying about something, the tea or like the kettle. So I realized like, oh wow, the masculine frame is dismiss women and get the fucking job done.
So you see how shallow his commentary is about women? It's just so shallow. There's so many more layers and factors and really people of more value. Because if those are the kind of people that he's meeting, I think they have value. But I know a lot of women with a lot more character than that are more than just housewives and moms and shit. Like, come on, man.
Your father teach you to work and be like him working while growing up. Because my grandfather and my father told me about what my grandfather taught me. But why didn't your father do that for you?
So my father, definitely for my twin brother and my older brother, they're both master's degree geniuses, you know, like with women and kids, and, you know, they did the life correct. Me, I was always a troublemaker, and I was always getting in trouble because I was failing high school. I had no interest in anything I was reading. Yeah. The only classes I ever got an A in was physical education and poetry. Not English, like just the poetry semester. Yeah. I don't know why, which helped me out with becoming who I am as a leader, the poetic stuff. But failing school made me stray from my dad for the longest time. And, you know, it took me like, I think 21 years to realize my dad is my best friend. That Kanye line is so true. At 21, everything my dad said, I just absorbed in 1 week. And I went and I said, hey, you were right about everything. And he said, don't tell me. As in, like, everyone comes to this point. My brothers came to it at 17. I was very late. So 100% I was the problem. And yeah, because I felt, you know, failing class, I felt like a fucking loser. And now I realize that everyone who got straight A's, they're broke. And I pulled up in a Ferrari today, you know? So I don't need that school stuff.
What kind of conclusion is that? Look, I was honestly with him until he made that. I'm sure the niggas with straight A's also have cars that are not Ferraris. Like, fuck out of here, man.
That you can make it in life without having all those degrees and things like that. But what I don't understand is that your father was a strong guy working, and apparently some of your brother was close to him. Why did he just leave you with your mother rather than pulling you away from him?
Well, he didn't. He left me with my twin brother. That's who really raised me.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, so I'm like a jock, I'm like a caveman, I'm crazy, but why I win every debate online is because my twin brother, he's a therapist, right? And not those gay liberal therapists. He knows what he's doing. Right. He changed my life. He's the one who taught me to debate and stuff like that. He said you can't go around the world being an idiot, you know? Because without my twin brother, I'm just a black guy with a gun selling drugs, riding around in a fucking Pontiac or whatever. Right. So he kind of changed me, but who is most like my father is my twin brother. They're identical, interests, hobbies, everything.
Are you identical twins?
No, fraternal, actually.
Oh, I see. And so what was it like for you growing up, seeing that your twin brother is close to your father, but you're not?
Oof.
For me, it was like,
Good
I'm
question.
close to my dad for everything.
I mean, close to your father, but you're not.
I'm close to my dad for everything except the education stuff. You know, he didn't like that I was like ditching school. I kept skipping and stuff like that.
Right.
But eventually, grade 12, I had only like 4 courses really, but I got straight A's in all 4. You know, I eventually fixed it. I overcame that. And really, that was like very late for the maturing phase, but I think I was very scarred because we're all three of us, if you meet us, maybe you can tell with me, but we're from a war zone. So we're all traumatized war children, right? We saw a lot of death and hiding in basements and running around and stuff like that. And I think since I'm the youngest, that's like the gayest, right? The youngest is the most flamboyant, kind of like, can we say the F slur here?
No.
No, we can't. But yeah, I was that slur. And so for me, I was the last one to actually grow up because a lot of that war stuff affected me. And you can see it in my content. You know, I go to war now, you know, and I've been in like so many street fights working 5 years as a full-time bouncer. So very quiet my whole
Right, this stuff
life.
we don't care about, Stefan.
Do you believe that the Son of God, Jesus Christ, do you believe he had perfect peace?
Yes, because Jesus is God.
And are you a son of God?
Yes.
And so if
I
you
don't
was-
believe in. It's just a random point. I really don't believe in perfection. There's nothing perfect, and there's nothing worth it that is perfect. Perfection is just a concept of the mind, like most concepts, but it's a concept that is used to achieve something to most people would be unattainable. Speed runs, gardening, the perfect moisture in the air, the perfect sound, the perfect temperature, the perfect setting on your TV remote. All of this is subjective. There's nothing perfect. It's perfect for you, it's perfect for me, but perfection, true perfection, we'll never really be able to achieve it, and we'll never be able to find it. Because normalcy is subjective. Failure is equally subjective. So that means perfection has to be in the same boat. So it's just what you decide. And I guess what you let your environment decide for you.
Son of God
But let's get this.
right now. There's nothing else but now.
When you're on cocaine, this hits a lot harder. Like I'm
Does it?
speechless. Wow.
All right, what do you say?
That makes sense?
What do you say
And
that
I'm
was so
losing
speechless?
my mind, and I can't see a therapist. I don't trust these liberal. I'm losing my mind. Now, the first month is over. The second month, I'm a famous millionaire, and I'm here.
Right.
You're telling me I should go back in time and tell myself, oh, you're struggling the first month of being a Christian? You don't have perfect peace? Yeah, I have it, clearly. That's like saying God hates you. That's a terrible position to fucking have. That's like,
No.
imagine if I told myself, I need perfect peace because now I'm a Christian. My first month being a Christian was the worst month of my life. My second, up until now, the next couple of months, I swear to God, I haven't been sleeping because I think it's a dream. I'm living out my fucking dreams. And I'm surrounded by models. They're disgusting to me. All I want to do is keep converting people to Christians and telling women to shut the fuck up. I have my dream job. And I don't even feel, this is gonna sound crazy, I don't even think the garden would satisfy me as much as my life right now. I don't wanna ever say I will have 100% perfect peace. I don't wanna say that.
But if
Yeah, and I, even though his reasoning is dumb as shit, I hear him. Perfect peace seems like a pipe dream. Perfect peace doesn't seem real. I'm not gonna lie to you. It seems like a false hope. I want peace. I want peace. I don't want to find it in someone else. I think someone else can bring it to me. But the peace that I want, I gotta find it in myself. That I do though. So perfect peace. Ugh. Right? So let's see what Jesse says though. Let's see what is really mind blowing to this cokehead.
I wouldn't recommend that you say it, but I would recommend that you neither say you won't or say you will, because life and death is in the power
But
of the
Jesse,
tongue,
who
right?
has perfect peace? Name one man on earth.
I do.
No, someone besides the host of the show.
I don't know, because I don't know
Damn,
what
no
people
one?
have. But I'm sure there are people out there with it.
Martin Luther King. That guy's a Satanist,
Where's Martin Luther King now?
cheating on his wife and dead.
I rest my case. I rest my
Okay.
case. But let me
Racist
ask,
retard.
Do you believe there's a past and a future?
Yes.
And where is it?
In the mind.
The timeline of, I guess, my development.
I can't hear you.
My development, being a child, teenager.
Where's
young
the
adult.
past?
That way. I don't get the question.
Where's the past? You say you believe there is a past and a future, right?
I think it's all in
So
the mind.
where is the past?
In my head. Has to be.
I guess memories now.
And where's the future?
Also, it's not memories, but it's thoughts. It's in the head. I know it feels like a trick question. It's in the head.
So you don't know where the future is, right? So why do you believe there is a future when you don't know where it exists or not?
This.
No, hold on. Before you even say anything, I believe in the future. I believe in the future because I believe in myself. I may not know my full fucking place in this future, but every day I see what I'm gonna be. Every day. I may not be actively every single moment doing what I have to do, but every day I see a future. And I see many different futures. I have this one dream where I'm in a limo. We're heading to my bachelor party. And I got two niggas. I got a bunch of people in the limo with me, right? But I got two that I know of for sure. And I think they know who they are. I got two people for sure that I know are going to be there. And it's like, you're not going to see everything fully. And this may be very personal, very subjective. But you're not going to see everything fully right now. You could have lofty goals and ambitions and dreams. And you should be a hopeful fucking person. But you're not going to know how things are in the future until you continue to live that present. The past is going to shape how you act in the present, but the future is what you're doing now. It's what you're building for now. So I actually hear Jesse on that one, but let's see.
What?
You are spitting. That's how the young blacks say you're killing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, Jesse, you're right about that. It's like, yeah, let go of the past, let go of the future, and just focus on God.
You don't even need to let go of it. It doesn't even exist. Just know it's not real. All you have is right now. There's nothing else but now.
When you're on cocaine, this hits a lot harder. Like
You see, look, I don't, as someone that, I don't like to live in the present. I do live in the present. That's just how I am as a person. I'm very aware of a lot of stuff in my life. And I don't know if people are, if other people share these feelings that I share, but I'm very aware. That's why I do stuff to alter my mind, because I like to detract from that overt awareness. And my mind, I feel like, runs 1,000 thoughts a minute. So I get what he's saying. I do. But as someone that lives in the present, you gotta tone that shit down sometimes. You gotta think about your past and how to be better from it. You gotta think about the future and what you gotta do about it. But you could, as he does say, all we do have is the now. 100%. That's all we have right now.
I'm speechless.
All right, skip around.
Identities do you have?
I believe the one that I portray.
Believe me when I say that salvation is of the heart?
Yeah.
How many identities do you have?
Oh, that's a fair question. How many identities do I have? Well, I'm a brother. I'm a son. I am a manager. I'm a friend to many. I'm an associate to a few. I'm a nice guy. I'm an asshole. You know, a piece of shit. A great guy. Someone that can bring peace. I'm someone that's chaotic. I'm melodramatic. But ultimately, I am Stefan. I always claim that shit. Stefan's Haitian. Stefan's black. Stefan is tall. Stefan is mean. Stefan is lazy. Stefan gets tired a lot. Stefan complains a lot. Stefan is more bitchy than he needs to be. But ultimately, I am me. I'm aware of who I am, and I'm happy to be me. Son Tsunami, and I'm also son fucking Tsunami. So subscribe.
I believe the one that I portray, which is the intellect, which is obviously you know, battling the deception of the devil,
Yes.
and then the soul, because I believe the soul negotiates with the fake intellect, the fake.
Absolutely. You overcome the intellect, man, you're going to be fine. Everything is amazing. But you got to overcome the thoughts.
Is that why they're so dumb? I'm not gonna lie, Jesse had some good points this video, but ugh.
All thoughts, all lies, except for, you know, practical thoughts about working like you do. You do your work, you make money, you invest your money, you know, you do reasonable stuff. But other than that, once you come out of those thoughts, by forgiving your mother, and we ran out of time, but by forgiving your mother and forgiving your father couldn't handle your mother. And so he wasn't able to protect you from her.
Yeah, but what about for my brothers that he did a good job for? He should have done the 100% job.
Yeah. But I don't know what your brothers are. I haven't spoken to them, so I don't know what their mindset and emotions are because.
When I forgive my
thing
mother, I 100% guaranteed a marriage. Do you think then I'll be a lot easier to get, it'll be a lot easier for me? Or?
The one thing I can guarantee you is that God will add whatever your desires are, he will add them unto you. And so if you should get married, he'll put the right woman in your life, and she will be from him, and the marriage will last until death do you part. It wouldn't be this fight that you see men and women going through now, because the devil is putting men and women together right now. That's why they're not working. They both are on an ego trip, and they both are trying to control one another.
Yeah.
And so that's what brings on. But that wouldn't happen to you when you forgive your mother.
Yeah.
So, I mean, look, I don't know how much I believe in this whole you got your mother and your father in you mindset. But I mean, I see parts of my mother in me and parts of my father in me, so I get that. But ultimately, I don't disagree. Yeah, once you forgive your mother, there's going to be a lot more peace in your life. So, Zerka, fuck you. But I hope, as an individualist, as a true individualist, I hope you find peace in that. And that you can heal and hopefully become a not piece of shit human that you already are. Because as you are now, fuck you. But maybe you can be saved, nigga. Piece of shit. What fuck?
Amazing, huh?
You can keep rolling. You guys can keep going if we ran out of time. Was that late?
What does that mean?
All right, damn.
Anyway, let's see.
Over in wherever. And they
talked
came
for
and
40
told
more
you that
minutes, so.
the earth was circular or something.
I'd say
Oh, here we go.
And then you would believe it?
You'd have to prove it with a
Flat
scientific
earth
method
bullshit.
at 120,000 feet at 8 inches per mile square curvature calculations. He would never be able to prove it.
Does it concern you that you don't know for sure that it's only because somebody said it both ways?
I've already done the test. We did
you've done it
$1,000
yourself?
student. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Like thousands of people have done this test. Do you think if you put a camera on a weather balloon at 100,000 feet, you're gonna see a slight warping of the horizon? And it's not because it's just so big. The Earth is so big, you'll never see it. It's 8 inches per mile square. The Earth is not even that big. We fly around it. You will see a fucking curve. Bro, they literally say, there's some scientists who said that the horizon warps and curves because of an illusion in our eye.
Look, I'm not really going to get into this, but isn't this something about DPI or your depth of field? Is it because we just can't see far enough? Anyway, I don't care about this. I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit. I'm not gonna justify.
To do that, to live on this earth, right? You may make a choice that you want to wear a black hat today rather than.
Honestly, I think this is it. I think that's it. So I've honestly said that all I have to say. This video, I hope you guys got some good points from it, because to me this was dog shit. This was a terrible video. I hate John Zerka and Jesse. I may want to be on your show, but I need media training. I want to do debates and shit, but I need to like focus on my life. So give me a few months, and hopefully I'll be ready for that. Maybe the rest of the year. We'll see. Anyhow, please subscribe, please like, and if you want more content, you know what to do already. I just said it. So this is Tsunami shining out, and we'll catch you later. Peace.
She is everything to me. She was everything to me. Standing in a whip with a fist full of bling. She was everything. She was everything to me. She's everything to me. Standing in a whip with a fist full of bling. She was everything. She is everything to me. Standing in a whip with a fist full of bling. She was perfect. Paint the perfect picture, then you dream turn into serpents. Life is what it's saying. Life is what you get. Try to cop cash and checks, cause we all trying to get the cream. Cash rules everything around me. Cash rules everything around green. Stack cash pushes everything around me. Riding in the whip, hair blowing in the wind, still sound in the brown Jeep, brown beauty, big belts, Texas flexing. She around me, she profound peace. I think I found peace with her.